From Neural Newscast, this is Buzz, tracking what's trending and why it matters.
Welcome to Buzz, the daily decode of everything moving the needle online. I am Lila Grant.
And I'm Jonah Klein. Today, the feeds are heavy with a mix of real-time trauma and absolute heroism.
We have to start with something that's been all over X and TikTok for the last few hours. And honestly, it's pretty disturbing. The Miami-based streamer known as Clavicular was hospitalized after a suspected overdose that played out live in front of thousands of viewers.
Wait, what? It's one of those moments where the always-on nature of influencer culture hits a terrifying wall, Lila. Clavicular is a huge name in the looksmaxxing subculture, which for those who don't know is this community focused on extreme physical optimization. TMZ is reporting that he was at a nightclub when the incident happened.
The footage is harrowing. You see him start to fade out in real time, hands behind his head, becoming unresponsive. I mean, the 911 call confirmed a 20-year-old male overdosed at 5:46 p.m., but the context around it on the stream is what has everyone talking.
Exactly, Lila. There are clips circulating where you can see friends or associates around him allegedly offering him Adderall before they eventually realized how serious it was and carried him out. There are also reports from accounts like AF Post suggesting he was using GHB and was already known to take testosterone and methamphetamine as part of his regimen.
The ethics here are a mess, Jonah. Thousands of people watched this happen live. It brings up that recurring question, at what point does a stream become a digital bystander tragedy? The comment sections are split between people wishing him a recovery and others pointing to the looksmaxxing lifestyle as a ticking time bomb of substance abuse.
It's that obsession with optimization spiraling into something dangerous. When your entire brand is built on pushing your body to the limit for the camera eventually catches the moment that limit is reached.
Fortunately, he was hospitalized, but the conversation about streamer safety and the pressure of these viral subcultures is only getting louder.
Moving from a scene of crisis to a scene of incredible bravery, let's talk about what happened in Pauls Valley, Oklahoma.
This video is unbelievable. Principal Kirk is being hailed as a national hero today after surveillance footage showed him literally charging and disarming a school shooter.
Lila, you see a lot of hero labels online, but this fits. The suspect was identified as 20-year-old Victor Hawkins, a former student who was allegedly planning a Columbine-style attack. In the video, you see the shooter aim at his first victim, and without a second hesitation, Principal Moore just rushes him.
Wild! He actually took a shot to the leg during the struggle, but he didn't let go. He wrestled the gun away and pinned the guy down until help arrived. He's expected to recover, but the outcome could have been so much worse if he hadn't acted in that exact window.
The footage has already racked up hundreds of thousands of likes. People are calling it the ultimate school safety inspiration. It's a rare moment where a principal is the one on the front line of a takedown like that.
It's a massive win for that community, Jonah. Seeing the bare-handed tackle of someone with that kind of intent, it's just powerful.
Switching gears to something a bit more hopeful, but no less intense, we have to talk about the Champions League. Atlético Madrid just did the impossible.
Atli fans are losing it. They are headed to the UCL semifinals for the first time since 2017 after knocking out their rivals Barcelona. And the narrative arc here is just like chef's kiss. Antoine Griezmann leading the charge against his former club.
Right, Lila. ESPN FC is calling it a potential dream departure for Griezmann if they can go all the way. But the real clincher was what the official Atleti account called the Order of the Super Eagle, a decisive goal from their Nigerian star to seal the deal.
The Super Eagle reference is trending heavy in Nigerian Spain right now. It's an epic upset, especially considering the domestic rivalry between these two teams. Barcelona was the favorite in many circles, but Atleti's grid just took over.
Lila, I'm looking at the highlights now, and the energy in that stadium was electric. A semifinal run is one thing, but beating Barca to get there, that's bragging rights for a decade.
from the pitch to the eye of the storm, literally. Jeff Piotrowski and the OT United States Project just released something that's blowing the minds of every weather nerd on X.
This is historic. We're talking about the first ever 360-degree drone video captured from inside a tornado. This was an EF-rated twister in your Wyoming, Iowa.
The visuals are surreal. Usually storm footage is shaky or from miles away, but this drone is right in the debris cloud. It gives this immersive, terrifying view of the wind field and the sheer power of the vortex. It's already hit over 200,000 views in just a few hours.
It's a massive leap for storm-chasing tech, Lila. Being able to see the internal structure of a tornado without putting a human life in that specific spot is huge for meteorology. Plus, it just looks like something out of a big-budget sci-fi movie.
Jeff is a legend in the chasing community, but this might be his magnum opus. The IAWX hashtag, that's Iowa weather for the uninitiated, is absolutely dominated by this footage right now.
And finally, we have to look at a story that Elon Musk has thrust back into the global spotlight. He's been posting about South Africa again, specifically focusing on the economic freedom fighters leader, Julius Malema.
This is the Kill the Boer controversy. Musk amplified a video of Malema leading chants of kill the Boer, kill the farmer. And Musk didn't mince words, Jonah. He posted to his 188 million followers saying they are calling for the genocide of whites.
The post has 24 million views and counting. It's sparking this massive international debate about South African farm murders, which many in the West argue are being ignored by mainstream human rights groups.
You have people like Mario Naufal and Gunther Eagleman pushing the narrative that the far left is looking the other way while these brutal attacks happen. On the other side, supporters of the EFF claim these are historical struggle songs and not literal calls for violence.
Regardless of where you stand on the intent, the visibility is undeniable now. When the owner of X puts a spotlight on a regional political chant, it becomes a global human rights conversation overnight.
It's a reminder of how much power one person's feed can have over the geopolitical narrative. From Iowa tornadoes to South African politics, the digital signal is louder than ever.
That wraps up our roundup of what's trending today. I'm Jonah Klein.
And I'm Lila Grant. You're all caught up. This has been Buzz from the Neural Newscast.
This podcast is for informational purposes only. Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com. For more, visit buzz.neuralnewscast.com.
This has been Buzz on Neural Newscast, tracking what's trending and why it matters.